Let's also talk about this celebrated man who was a warrior and who led armies to ensure that these invasions were scuttled at the very start, Lachit Borphukan. Now, he was born on the 24th of November in 1622 at Charaideo in Assam. Lachit Borphukan was the youngest son of Momai, Tamuli, Borbarua and Kunti, Maran. Hailing from a royal family, Borphukan was an army general and was primarily known for commanding the Ahom army and the victory in the Battle of Saraighat in 1671 that thwarted an invasion by the vastly superior Mughal forces under the command of Ramsingh. The Battle of Saraighat was a naval battle fought in 1671 between the Mughal Empire and the Ahom kingdom on the Brahmaputra River at Saraighat, which is now in Guwahati in Assam. This was the decisive battle that ended the years-long Mughal siege of Guwahati, with the Ahoms pushing away the Mughals west beyond the Manas River. In commemoration of this leader's life and legacy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveiled a 125-foot bronze statue of him in Assam's Jorhat. The statue, called the Statue of Valor, was unveiled by the Prime Minister at the Lachit Borphukan Maidan Development Project at Holog Napur near Tiok. And to help understand the glory of Ahoms in these battles, we get back into our telecast Nilutpal. Now, Nilutpal, tell us about the army general of this battle that was fought, and why is Lachit Borphukan's name etched in history?
Lachit Borphukan was the general of the army that fought the Battle of Saraighat. Now, before coming to Lachit, I'd say that when Lachit took over charge of the army, the Ahom kingdom was in dire straits. The frontiers were annexed by the Mughals, because just before Lachit taking over charge, Mir Jumla's invasion happened, and the frontier part, that is the Guwahati, from Kolyabur to Guwahati, was annexed by the Ahoms. The Mughals. So during those days, as you said in your introduction, Jaidhar Singh was the king at that point of time, the Swargadev, as the Ahoms used to call the king. The Swargadev was very dejected, he was very disappointed, and he wanted to win the western frontier back. He wanted to especially win Guwahati back. So he chose Lachit to lead the army, and Lachit led the army, and he easily defeated the Mughals and took over Saraighat. But that was not the end. When Aurangzeb came to know about it, Aurangzeb chose Raja Ramsingh to lead an army into Assam and get back Guwahati again. So Ramsingh with an army of 50,000 soldiers, and then there were another 150,000 soldiers added to his cavalry by the governor from Bengal. He had a huge army, and he invaded Assam. But as I said before, the terrain of Assam, the enticement of the Mughal army through the river route, and as I said before, the decisive decision of Lachit Borphukan of lining up the boats and filling up the ammunition. Those were some of the tactics utilized by Lachit Borphukan to thwart the Mughal invasion. So it was like, for the Assamese people, it was like saving the respect of the Assamese people. So every Assamese feels proud about Lachit Borphukan and his valor and his achievements. And whenever I'd say, we Assamese people, whenever we have to signify our valor or our pride, we would say, Murgat Lasitot, as I said. That means I have Lachit's blood running in my veins. So that is the significance of Lachit Borphukan in Assam.
And how do you view when the Prime Minister gives emphasis on these heroes who have been forgotten in history. I do not know how many people in our country would even have heard about the Battle of Saraighat or heard about this hero. And do you think when such heroes are given the significance, when their statues are unveiled, when political leaders, when the head of the state is talking about him, lauding him for the kind of sacrifices that he made to allow for the kingdom to win against the Mughals, how can our country, how can our youth be able to better understand, know about what happened back in the 17th century to have allowed Assam to be safe and secure from the invasion of the foreign forces?
Yeah, I'd say that, it's very sad that the Ahom history was not part of the textbooks for a long, long time. We in Assam, we used to read the Ahom history, but for the textbooks that is there for the CBSE or ICSE boards, they don't have any Ahom history written in those textbooks. So it's very sad in the part of the earlier governments to not mention the history of Assam or the Ahoms. But recently, as you know, that it has been made a part of the textbook, so people have come to know about it. And secondly, the government of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, he has unveiled the statue, and our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, he organized the 400th birth anniversary of Lachit Borphukan in a grand way in New Delhi. So it was a 3-long day program. There were numerous seminars. A documentary was also unveiled in that celebration. A coffee table book was released, and our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, as well as our Honorable Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, were part of the celebrations. It was a huge celebration in 2022. So as the current governments are taking care and doing much to let people know these long forgotten heroes, then I think the future is in good hands, and people would come to know about the valor and sacrifice of the heroes that were long been forgotten, and therefore there were valor and sacrifice to be recognized in the times to come.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.